Tonight, the nation waits on a big decision from Vice President and Democratic presidential nominee Kamala Harris on who will be her running mate. A decision expected to be made by Tuesday night, coming down to the wire. Let's get to Sydney Persing with the latest. Sydney?
Teresa, according to ABC News, Vice President Kamala Harris just met with at least 3 leading contenders. Those men, Arizona Senator Mark Kelly, Governor Tim Walz of Minnesota, and of course, Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro. Who she's leaning toward tonight, we just don't know. And she's got a few factors to consider.
The vice president is on the verge of picking her vice president should she win in November. Tonight, Kamala Harris getting very close to selecting a running mate.
Picking a good vice presidential candidate doesn't help you, but picking a bad vice presidential candidate can hurt you.
TCU political science professor Jim Riddlesberger said vice presidential candidates don't make big differences in elections, but they do matter.
It's an important decision because it's the first major decision that Vice President Harris will make. And so in a way, it will bring into play the question of her judgment.
Sources tell ABC News Harris met with top contenders today. That includes popular first-term Pennsylvania Governor Josh Shapiro, a former prosecutor, Arizona Senator and retired astronaut Mark Kelly, also Gabby Gifford's husband, Minnesota Governor Tim Walz, a retired school teacher and former congressman, and also under consideration, sources say, Kentucky Governor Andy Beshear.
Of course, our recent elections have been very close, so even a marginal amount of help could make a difference.
SMU political science professor Matthew Wilson told me Harris is looking for someone who will make a good campaign surrogate, who won't make big mistakes, and who can help balance out her ticket. For example, a Democrat viewed as more moderate than she is.
And demographically, perhaps choosing someone who has different racial and gender characteristics, so likely a white male, and likely from a critical state.
Speaking of critical states, Harris and former President Trump, along with his running mate J.D. Vance, visiting battleground Georgia this week, courting voters and criticizing each other.
The path to the White House runs right through this state.
We're going to win the great state of Georgia in an epic landslide.
Sources also tell ABC Vice President Harris is expected to campaign in several battleground states this week with whoever she selects as her running mate, and the clock is ticking. That first rally is scheduled for Tuesday night in Pennsylvania.